Frasier's Kelsey Grammer reveals why Niles won't be back in the reboot. The reboot is set to take the psychiatrist turned radio host story in a new direction. Frasier star Kelsey Grammer has opened up about why his former co-star David Hyde Pierce won't be appearing on the show's upcoming reboot. Hyde Pierce played Niles, the brother of Grammer's titular psychiatrist Dr Frasier Crane, in the hit comedy show which ran for 11 seasons from 1993 to 2004. A spin-off from the comedy Cheers, the show was set in Seattle and followed Crane as he returned to his hometown, reconnecting with his family and taking on a new job as a radio host. A revival of the show was confirmed last year and will eventually air on Paramount Plus in the UK. Speaking to People magazine, Grammer revealed that David basically decided he wasn't really interested in repeating the performance of Niles. According to the Star, Hyde Pierce's decision not to take part worked out well, as it allowed the show's creators to take the story in a new direction. In a very funny way, it just took us to a new place, which was what we originally wanted to do anyway, which was a Frasier third act. Grammer explained, it's an entirely new life for him. Few details about the reboot, which will follow the lead character in a different US city, has been confirmed so far, though Grammer has hinted that the script gets emotional. I've had a couple of runs of it, and I cried. So, I'm happy, he told the Talk in July. Hyde Pierce, who has since gone on to appear in shows like Julia and The Good Wife, previously suggested that he was uncertain whether he would return to the show. That whole time in my life, the writing on those shows, the actors I get to work with, all of that is deeply important to me, he told Vulture earlier this year. And I would never disrespect that in such a way as to say just offhandedly, oh no, thanks, I'm not going to do it again. It's too valuable to me. But by the same token, because it's so valuable to me, I also wouldn't do it just to do it. And I believe it can be done without me too. Finding new stories to tell in the same way that Frasier did after Cheers. A release date for the show is yet to be confirmed, though. Grammer revealed earlier this month that rehearsals will begin in February of 2023. The Frasier reboot will be coming to Paramount Plus UK. And that is Kelsey Grammer on why Niles won't be returning to the new soap, to the new series of Frasier reboot, rather. Up next, we've got third series of Clarkson's Farm confirmed before the second is even released. That's next. Third series of Clarkson's Farm confirmed before second is even released. This is from Farmers Weekly. Jeremy Clarkson has confirmed that Clarkson's Farm will return to Amazon Prime for a third series, even before the second series has hit the screens. The TV presenter turned farmer says he has great news and great ideas, for the third series of the hit show. I'm genuinely thrilled that we are doing a third season of Clarkson's Farm, he said. I've had some great ideas, all of which have made Charlie, Lisa, and Kaleb deeply unhappy. Production for the third series has already started, ahead of the second series launching in early 2023. Filming will take place over an entire farming year at Diddley Squat Farm in Oxfordshire. The third series will follow Jeremy, Lisa, Kaleb, Jared, and cheerful Charlie on their latest adventures. Amazon says viewers will be able to look forward to more in-depth, authentic, and unexpected trials and tribulations as they tackle the ever unprecedented world of British farming. The currently unfarmed 208 acres of Diddley Squat's 405 hectares will provide untapped opportunities for Jeremy and company to turn a profit, with vast stretches of thick woodland perfect for foraging and untouched lakes bursting with possibilities, says Amazon Prime Video in a statement. Viewers can expect more agricultural antics and typical Clarkson crafted schemes as the team invent new and creative ways to use the other half of the farm. As well as the returning cast, a few new characters will be welcome to Daily Squad too, all helping Jeremy to continue pursuing his farming dream. Kaleb Cooper said he was over the moon to be taking part again. Well, they do say third time's a charm. Maybe this will be the series of Jeremy finally starts taking advice, and from a real farmer. He added. Clarkson's partner Lisa Hogan said, "There is a whole lot to catch up on here at Diddley Squat. Series 2 is on its way, so not long to wait for you to see how much the hard work and love of farming continues. It's just grand to be already filming the series 3. Dan Grabner, head of UK Originals Amazon Studios, said, "Watching Clarkson's farm grow from an intimate glimpse into British farming to a global sensation has been a delight. We're thrilled to be continuing the story this year. We're thrilled to be continuing the story year after year as the plot thickens for our favorite farmers." The series the smash hit first series saw Britain's most unlikely farmer, Mr. Clarkson, contend with the worst farming weather in decades, misbehaving animals, unresponsive crops, and an unexpected pandemic. The second series, launching next year, will see the introduction of new animals and crops to the farm. Viewers will also see Mr. Clarkson's dealings with the local council as he attempts to diversify his operation with a restaurant, and Kaleb yet again saving the day on numerous occasions. The series also examines the effect of the economy on British farmers. And that's news for the third series of Clarkson's Farm coming next year, or second series of Clarkson's Farm coming next year. It is unsure about the third series, although we know that filming has started, so a release date shouldn't be too far off. Up next, we have Red Bull confirm Ricciardo to return as third driver in 2023. After this, Ricciardo is back at Red Bull as third driver for 2023. Red Bull have confirmed that Daniel Ricciardo will return to the squad, with whom he won 7 Grand Prix, as third driver for next year. At the end of the season, Ricciardo departed McLaren to make way for compatriot Oscar Piastri, who races alongside Lando Norris next year. The 8-time Grand Prix winner, who took a 1-2 for McLaren at Monza in 2021, will return to Red Bull to assist with testing, simulator work, and commercial activity. Ricciardo, who is 33, hinted strongly at a return to Red Bull in a reserve capacity after leaving McLaren without another full-time role set up. "The smile says it all," he said. "I'm truly excited to be coming back home to Oracle Red Bull Racing as their third driver in 2023. I already have so many fond memories of my time here, but the welcome from Christian Horner, Dr. Helmut Marko, and the entire team is something I'm sincerely appreciative of. For me personally, the ability to contribute and to be surrounded by the best team in F1 is hugely appealing, whilst also giving me some time to recharge and refocus. I can't wait to be with the team and support the simulator work and testing sessions and commercial activities. Let's go." The Australian made his debut for HRT in 2011, but joined Red Bull Racing feeder squad Toro Rosso the following year before being called up to Red Bull in 2014. There he partnered Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Kvyat, and Max Verstappen. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner added, "It's great to bring Daniel back into the Red Bull family. He has enormous talent and such a brilliant character. I know the whole factory is excited to be welcoming him home." In his role as test and third driver, Daniel will give us the chance to diversify, assisting in the development of the car, aiding the team with his experience and knowledge of what it is to succeed in F1. We're very pleased to be working with Daniel again and look forward to everything he will bring us and the team in 2023. So there you have it. Daniel Ricciardo is back at Red Bull as a third and car testing development driver for next year. That's just about it for the 6th episode of the podcast. I'll be back in a few weeks' time with more. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast from. And thanks for listening. Bye for now.